Yeah,
No,
you don't
but
have to. You don't have to
And
pay
you have a special
300.
bond with.
You don't
Like-
have to
like-
pay 300 gold for a horse that's trained to fight, and it actually gets special abilities.
but I had 200 platinum before.
All right. We're going to. Let's see. All right. We're gonna buy the. I personally am gonna buy the cart, and then we're gonna rent the mules via the company.
Wait, how
Alright.
much are the mules? Hold on. How much is the cart to buy?
To buy the cart is 15 gold. To rent it is 10 gold per week. The mules are 8 gold for purchase, 4 gold per week. So right
I
now,
think we should just buy them. I mean,
Well, you'd have to pool your funds. Then.
somebody else would have to add in because right
I'll-
now
I'll-
I'm buying the cart with my own money. Because in the company we only have 20 gold.
So hold on. Is this 16? How much did you say the cart was again? By the way,
15.
gold.
You could always pull an annuity for reimbursement out of the company fund.
There,
Like,
No, we're not.
like
We're not putting ourselves into debt this
So is
early
You're
in the
putting
game.
yourself into debt to your own company.
Yeah.
And strictly
Yeah.
speaking, that means you'd be putting yourself into debt to yourself.
It's
Alright,
the way
listen.
a lot of people set up small
Wait.
businesses.
I want to
Listen.
ask: is it $8 for 2 mules or $16 for 2 mules for gold?
To
8
buy
for
2
one
adult-
mule. To buy a mule, it's 8 gold for 1 mule.
All right. Well,
mean-
I mean, I'll put in some gold. I got 58, so I mean, I can put in some gold.
All right. So you and me are gonna be putting in the gold. Anybody else want to contribute?
I spent all my gold on my new shield. Sorry.
All right. So to buy everything is 31 gold. So if we want, we can divide it evenly to 10 gold of each of us. 10 from the company, 10 from me, 10 from you, and then I'll pony up the last gold for the
All right.
one.
Sure.
That sound
Sure.
fair?
Sure. I'll go
You
to
also
40.
have room to keep it there. I mean, there's plenty of space behind your building. I imagine that's where Kyras is taken to keeping his horse.
Eventually,
But then again, his horse has been trained not to run away, so you might have to have Steve put up like a fence.
that's what I was about to say. I'm gonna have Steve make a kind of like a what would you call it? A pasture?
Stable.
Stable. There we go. Yeah. Steve,
Yes, sir.
get to making a stable out back. We're purchasing, and I need you to go purchase 2 mules and a cart.
Did I say I had 68 or 58? I forgot.
He said
The
58.
Okay, good. Come on,
Yeah,
good.
he takes the
But-
money and says, "Yes, sir." And he quickly shuffles out. As he's saying, I'll let the construction company know they need to come back.
Thank you.
Hey, Steve, when you're done, come meet us at the Smiling Unicorn.
Don't be scared to help that
For
construction
reasons
company either.
unknown to you, Steve promptly begins running like someone set his pants on fire. You're fairly certain he started screaming again, but he was
He's
pretty far
super
down
excited,
the street.
Hagrid. He'll be with us shortly.
I don't know. He was pretty far down the street, and I hear dogs howling, but I'm not sure I hear screaming.
So, Gebrick has already left.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
they left as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Kyras was speaking like Gebrick was still standing right there next to him.
Oh,
Oh, darn it.
no.
I imagine y'all have not left yet. because
Let's hurry
you're all
up and
still
catch up with
finalizing your
Gibbert. We're
plans.
leaving now.
Well, I gotta stay here and do administrative stuff. So
Alright. And I'm going off to the blacksmith.
yeah, Thomas.
Thomas. Yeah, that's me.
All right.
Yeah,
we
me and
have
Kyras
Talos
are off to
hang-
the bar.
So we have Talos hanging behind to write in his diary. I mean, do administrative work. Variel's going to go
I do
talk to the
not.
blacksmith.
Have a journal. I am keeping the books.
Kyrie.
And for somebody who forgot the city's name and had to have me look back and find it, I don't think you should be ragging on me too much.
Don't spite God, man. He might smite you.
Anyway, so Variel's going to go talk to the blacksmith. We have our esteemed drunken halfling following a very large rich man to go drink himself stupid. And Steve is currently running down the street screaming like a frightened girl.
Of course.
Good
So
old
business
Steve.
business as usual for the bunch of you, really.
Pretty much.
Okay, so I suppose we'll get the boring part done first and hit with Variel.
All right.
Make your way back to the blacksmith, and you see Thomas just sitting there behind his counter. Oh, is there a problem with the shield I sold you the other day, friend?
Oh no, it's very nice, thank you. I just wanted to check up and see if you had any
Any what? You cut out.
news.
Oh.
What?
Any
Yeah.
news on what?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I only
Oh.
heard the last syllable of that. Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
news. No, not really thinking of anything. I tend not to pay much attention. I'm always in here working.
All right, that's fine.
No one's come to you with any type of information or like giving you any leads on any potential like jobs, work.
You're not
Is-
there, Vladius.
I sent you to ask Thomas if he needed anything.
Oh, I got confused.
Thomas.
You need anything?
Well, I could always use more materials on the cheap, but I imagine in your line of work you don't exactly come across a lot in the way of raw ores and such, or of ingots and such.
Might
Not
be
usually,
require
but if I
some.
do, I'll keep my eyes open for something. You know.
Oh, well, that'd certainly save me some time. I probably, of course, I'd have to give you a little, some compensation for your efforts, but if you see anything, let me know, or feel free to stop by.
Gladly.
You have a good day.
You too.
And now that the mundane thing is over with, to the part that you have all actually wanted to see. Kyras, Vladius, by the time you arrive, you see that Gebrick has already made himself quite at home and is currently propped up against the bar, chugging more of the something.
I stare starry-eyed. Oh. All right.
What a
Cinderella,
guy.
line me up some of that stuff too.
I'd like to remind you, you have to leave in the morning.
I'm fine.
Hey,
Oh, I
Tiffany.
Famous last words.
Barkeep looks away from Gebrick and says, "Yes. Oh, it's you again."
Glad to see us, huh?
You heard anything about any type of work around here?
Work? No. Having trouble starting to worry about my work. He gestures around the room, and the number of passed out drunk people is actually getting smaller. I mean, there's still the guy in the window, but there's a few less people in the bar than there usually is this time of day.
Yeah, I heard a couple of your regulars are starting to disappear. Any idea where they're going?
Ain't seen them. Spoke to a couple other barkeeps, and they ain't seen them either.
When this start happening? And you said it's been happening to other bars as well.
Don't know if it's been happening to them. All I asked was whether or not they'd seen my people.
Ah.
And noticed a couple of them stopped showing up just a few days ago.
Okay.
Anything in common with them?
Not really. Probably live in this area, but probably drink a bit more than they should, but that's why I'm in business.
That's why we're all here.
See. Alright. Well, that sounds like we should follow that up after a couple of rounds of that black stuff.
Anyone been booming as far as business goes?
No. Not really.
All right. Let us know if you hear anything relevant.
Suppose I can do that. If that twitchy kid of yours ever comes back in here, I have to keep yelling at him through the window.
Don't worry,
I'm
he's
gonna
supposed to meet us
beat
here for
him
drinks
when I
later.
get back there. He's supposed to come in and give you a handshake.
About that time, I walk in. Alright, I've finished up with my duties.
And the shiny one comes back.
What can I
Yeah, he
say?
just finished up his diary entry for the day.
I'm gonna smack Vladius upside the head.
And you give him a good knee to the temple.
All right. I want a mug of ale, please.
Why, you need a guy to puke on you again?
Worth it.
Alright. He pours you another mug and just slides it down to you.
I'm gonna slide him. Let's see, ale is 4 coppers. I'm gonna slide him 4 coppers.
Quickly examines the coppers before putting them in a little box under the counter.
Kyras meanders over to Hagrid, says, "Hey, dude, what's up?"
You've decided this guy's name is now Hagrid. I could have named him anything. And
Do I need to make it Geberick Hagrid rolled off?
we can just say that Kyras is just really drunk again.
Okay. Is it the thing with the same thing with with his horse where he can't remember the name and he gets a new name every time?
I swear, I just always call that horse Sparkles.
Gebert, he looks away from his drinking and says, "Oh, yes, how can I help you?"
Oh, just thought I'd drink with you.
Excellent. Now, I should warn you, this stuff had tingles going down.
Oh, I know. I won a drinking competition with it once.
Tiffany just kind of rolls his eyes.
I thought you only drank half your barrel.
Hey, shush.
And it's not like he had to continue because the other guy went down after just a couple of sips.
That's kind of a punch,
The other
don't
guy
it?
was Steve.
Speaking of Steve, has Steve been coming to visit you, Tiffany?
Yeah, he's been showing up, but he's been shouting through the window.
What?
I told him we were gonna beat Steve after we get back.
I specifically told him to come in here and greet you face to face. I do
Maybe
apologize for my man.
Maybe beating him down is not the way to, embolden him or make him more confident. Just a thought.
Blasphemy.
This is coming from the guy who hit him with the bar stool.
Well, that was when he was our enemy. Now he's our buddy.
Well, last time I checked, you performed a medieval castration on the poor guy, so I feel like I have every right to smack him upside the head.
That's it.
Oh, you
Steve
know what?
is
You
under
find a
my
suitably high
protection.
chair.
I'll stand on the bar if I have to.
Just you telling him, "Steve, get down here."
So has Steve made it to the bar yet?
No,
Tiffany's like, "No."
Steve is out getting our mules and carts.
Oh, he's coming back when he's done, though. He's coming here when he's done.
I didn't tell him to do that. I told him to get started on the stable.
Kyras did, and then he went screaming down the
Kyras
down
did?
the road. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Anyway, Tiffany says, "Gets twitchy. Can't imagine why." He just kind of looks at the three of you.
Craziest thing, right?
Anyway,
Tell us when you got that back room open again.
been open.
Good. Let's try to keep it that way.
People want to rent the room, they rent the room. A lot of people do for some reason. Not my fault the badgers keep getting in.
Badgers.
Yeah, badgers. It's not a gang. He's referring to the actual, animals.
I'm trying to think. Does anyone have the ability?
No,
Does
none of
anyone
you.
have proficiency at taming animals here?
I have handle animal. Let's do this.
Of course he does.
The
Of
badger will
course.
be our new mascot.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about just taming the badgers and keeping them in the room.
I was about to
It's a
say.
new addition.
No,
I was
we should
about
make
to
them
say-
pets at the bar.
Lock people
If-
in a cage with a bunch of hungry badgers.
There you go. I mean, if the badgers haven't eaten like a day or two,
I like this
you might
idea.
as well make them fight for food.
I honestly didn't see this coming when I mentioned badgers.
I like it. All
I
right.
don't know why I didn't see it coming.
Kyras, get in there and tame those badgers.
All right, but I'm not gonna make them do what you want. I
Oh,
go
this
in
is
to
gonna
tame.
end horribly.
I go in to tame the badgers.
Okay, Kyras, you bumble face first into the room, opening the door with your face
Hey Haggard,
and
watch
sheer
this.
momentum.
Hold my beer.
Because only good things happen when someone says that, I can tell you as a Texan. Anyway, you bumble into the room and give me a perception check, because strangely enough, you can't actually see any badgers.
Oh, son of a nutcracker. Hey, there we go.
Although you always get excited for your perception checks, even though you don't know what you're trying to beat.
Well, I know, but I'm at a -2, so a 14 is pretty awesome.
Only
Fair
-2 in your state.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's built up a pretty good immunity. Anyway. So you just sort of circle the room right up against the walls, and sure enough, you find a roughly dog-sized hole in the wall. As far as you can tell, this is where they're probably coming in from.
Hey, buddy. You wanna come? I got a home for you. You wanna come back to the bar?
It's like a
Dogs.
hole into the alley behind the
There's no
building.
animal there. It's just a hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
That's
so
how
dark
drunk
and
he
fuzzy
is.
in here. I just saw a black hole and started talking to it. Maybe they'll hear me.
See, Kyras is a city boy, actually. He's never actually seen an animal larger than a Pomeranian.
Alright,
Except for Sparkles.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
well,
I'm gonna walk in the
Alright.
room. Kyras, you tamed the badgers yet?
Yeah. Got
Alright.
him done. Just hang on a sec. Gotta go back in the alley and go to the bathroom. I go back to where the hole is. The hole exits.
you mean you're going out into the
And then-
alley?
To
Go
find the
hole?
badgers. No, I'm going around.
He,
I've told you that I'm going to the bathroom now, so you don't know that I'm going to actually tame these guys.
so,
I got
Kyras, you
confused
head
for a
out to the...
moment.
Oh, okay. I admit I got confused as to his motives,
He said,
too. Anyway.
he said I'm
Yeah.
going back to the hole, so I was like, okay, and then I'm going into the alley, so you're crawling through a hole.
Anyway, so Kyras, you go out into the alley, you're about where the hole is, and you're looking around. And it's a very thin alley, more narrow than most of the ones in the street in this part of the city.
Wait, can I bring some like bread or something from the bar?
I guess.
All right, I'll do that.
Slap a couple more coppers on the table in front of Tiffany and take a clump of bread, though it's oddly hard. It is very stale bread. Either that or a rock painted brown.
Dang it, Cinderella! You should be paying me to eat this.
It just kind of looks at you and says, don't know why he said that. Anyway, so you're out there with your stale bread, just standing there in a dusty alley, a dirty alley.
Here, raccoons.
Badger.
Here, badger.
But what about the mushroom and the snake?
I was just thinking about that.
What's the mushroom and the snake?
You don't know the badger song?
Apparently that's his homework after this.
Oh.
Anyway, so
If he knew the song, he'd find a badger.
so fortunately for you, Kyras, apparently the sound of a very drunken man whispering "Here, raccoony, coony, coony" is apparently the badger mating song. Because you see a couple of very lean, very almost malnourished looking badgers sitting there and hunched over in a little nook in the walls.
I sit down and I try and pass him some bread. I toss it to him so they don't have to come super close to me at first. A little pinch off of it.
I'm gonna go ahead and make you give me a handle animal check.
Oh, this isn't good.
I'd like to point out, I gave y'all something of actual importance to do, and Kyras is more concerned with your new pet badgers, or should I say,
that are about
he
to
hucked
eat
a lump
his
of
face.
You should know better than to distract us with seemingly idiotic things.
I suppose I should.
What happened the last time you gave us a mundane task to do?
I don't know what did I can't remember. Anyway.
We wound up interrogating Steve.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the time we cut someone in half and burned him in an alley.
A guy you created with no intelligence on the gang that he's a part of.
Anyway, so Kyras, you just sort of try and pass your the stale bread across into the little nook. It's only a couple feet deep, but you are quite drunk.
And immediately mauled.
You throw the bread and it bounces off the head of the largest one with a thunk.
Oh no.
Needless to say, they're not overly pleased by this, as the lump of bread lands near a couple of small little moving things that you assume are in fact infant badgers.
Oh, those
And the two
babies are so cute. I go over to pet one. No, I'm just teasing.
Well, you rolled a crit, so that's probably what you actually did. Needless to say, the two adults aren't overly pleased with you throwing something at them and then approaching their young, as they promptly leap at you, teeth and claws bared.
I do another handle animal. Hey, just try to calm them down.
And promptly begin clawing at your legs for 3 damage.
What? They didn't even they didn't roll a 1d20 for damage.
You crit you fumbled really hard.
Alright, calm down, raccoons or badgers. I come to take you home. You're gonna have a nice home.
Oddly calm for a guy with 2 very large rodents just tearing into his leg.
That's okay.
Remember, he tried to keep up with Hagrid over there.
Right. Not to mention, I just got 5 extra bonus damage, so it's like I'm still in the black, man. You know, I'm doing better than I was before I leveled up.
Anyway, so
Also, we don't know what's going on with you. We think you're just well, actually, I don't even know where the heck I am supposed to be. But
Variel, you're walking down the street and you hear the distinct sound of Kyras going. Kyras' drunken slurring. You put your head in the very narrow alley to see him with 2 very large black and white things currently mauling his leg.
Do we hear any of this?
He's not loud.
Look, I found some new pets.
Can I do a perception check to see if Kyras is in danger?
Knock yourself out, man.
What do you
see
want, a
much the same
1d20?
thing that Variel sees. No, you
go to
see much the same
skills
thing
and go
Variel
down to
sees.
perception.
Oh, I thought you were already going back there anyway.
Well, I am.
Okay.
I was in the room with the hole, so I'm hearing this.
I'm doing another handle animal to calm him down. Oh, look at that! Look at that.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
no, it's too late.
I'll
wait
take
for-
care of it. You just lie as flat as possible.
No, you just stop. Stop. I'm handling this.
I don't think you are.
You just back off. These are new pets.
Kyras, I'm gonna make you wait till everyone else has acted, or at very least till Variel and Talos, or
Well,
till
fine, but
Vladius
I'm
and
taking that
Talos.
19.
Alright, where do I go to
I will
roll
let
my
you keep the 19, I guess.
perception?
You go to
It's,
skills,
Alright.
scroll down to perception, and click
Okay.
the dice next to it.
Okay, I'm gonna swing my hammer at those
No,
badgers.
if you do that, I'm gonna kill you. I will attack.
They are on his leg, so you'll probably take his leg with them.
That's why I was using the hammer instead of the sword.
I draw my sword to
Do I show up at this point in time?
You both you and Vladius hear the sounds of Variel joined by Kyras, and you hear the sounds of weapons being drawn and Kyras saying, "Don't you do it!"
Variel, stop. And I'm going to take what ale I have with me and just splash it on the badgers and, try and scare them off.
Miraculously, they're actually more concerned with continuing to gnaw on Kyras' boots than they are on it.
Alright, I'm going to deliver a little kick.
Oh.
You kind of nudge them off with your foot. You give them a couple of nudges with your foot, but they're still focused as Kyras kneels down to try and calm them. Miraculously, and I mean that as literally as I possibly can, he manages to calm the rabid, starved badgers. The scene does eventually end with them at his feet and him resting his hands on their heads.
Aha, glorious. Alright, bringing them back to the whatchamacallit. They're our new pets. We're the Badger Bros. Your mascot.
God.
I think they'd be more effective in the back room, to be honest.
I'm just gonna shake my head and look at Kyras disapprovingly.
I stick my tongue out at him.
A real mature.
Hear a voice from the front. You done out there yet?
Yeah, we got some new Badger buddies.
Just a minute, Tiffany.
Hold your horses, Cinderella.
This is gonna be your new. It's gonna be your new thing, isn't it? You're just gonna decide everyone is someone or something they're not.
Oh, Cinderella. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway,
Just the people I think need a nickname.
name is already Tiffany. How much more demeaning can you get?
Oh, well, Cinderella's like calling him a girl name. That's not his name. So that's like really calling him a girl.
All right, whatever.
You call him Sarah and then say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot which one I was with last night."
Well, as you debate means to insult the barkeep, you try to pick up the badgers, but they quickly shuffle back to their young in the little nook.
I pick up the young too.
Don't learn, do you?
he just never learns.
Alright, can I swing my hammer now?
Why?
Can I just throw them some bread or something?
Well, that's part of how you ended up in this situation.
Make sure you throw it in front of him. I mean,
All right. I'm ending this now. I grab Kyras by the collar and I drag him out. And I go, Variel, you and Vladius, hurry up! Come on, we got to go somewhere tomorrow morning.
Back to the Badgers.
Oh, fine.
Alright. Just trying to help.
Can't we
Talos
keep
finally
them?
decides to start behaving like a captain.
I throw up on Talos' shoes.
I'm dragging you behind me. You can't throw up on my shoes.
Throw up on your
Oh,
back,
where
then.
there's a will, there's a way.
All right.
So
Does he succeed in this, Alex?
You're moving too quick.
All right. God has spoken.
I'll save some for later.
So, the Badger side quest completed, at least for the time being, because I know he's going to come back.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
Unless Variel gets there first with his hammer.
Well,
I'd like to
Variel
point
won't
out
be a
that
character
I
for
don't
long.
have much confidence for him being able to care for these badgers. After all, he seems to have completely forgotten about his dust bunnies.
Oh, wow.
They're self-sufficient.
Oh.
They just grow on their own.
That's cold.
They're like dust pugs now under his bed.
Let's see here. Jeffrey and Clyde.
Can't believe you actually noted those down.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so before
Power
we
of the
return
notes,
back to your
man.
office,
Power of the notes.
What do you know? That diary is good for something.
It is not a diary.
I was just thinking, Talos apparently has horrible OCD.
That too.
He has to note down everything.
I won't deny the OCD part.
Anyway, so the four of you get back to your inn. You pay any remaining tab you have at the unicorn and head back to the hall. And sure enough, Steve is not far behind you with pulling behind him two very upset mules and a cart.
Why
At least
are
it was
they
his
upset?
problem.